The lesson I learned was that being poor is a mentality. And if you say that online or in a woke place, there'll be a horde of people coming explaining to you why that's offensive because I need to pay for my brother's surgery and I can't work. Obviously, I'm not talking about those outliers. That's like when fat people say, it's not my fault, I'm fat, I have a thyroid condition. Like, yeah, fatty, clearly I'm not talking about you. Most people can get on a treadmill and lose weight, just like being poor. Mr. Beast never told me this word for word. He's too smart to say something controversial that will fuck up his money. These are my words. But I think if you would ask him, he would agree with this statement.
Last person to leave this pit of money wins $20,000.
It's easy to assume, looking at Mr. Beast's channel, that he's a rich kid who flaunts his money, but I could vouch for the fact that every dollar he spent, he's earned on his own. I've known him for years now. He used to be a fan of my channel, like a big fan.
At number 2, I have Sneako, and if you've ever seen Sneako's videos, you realize that they're kind of addicting. Once you start watching them, it's kind of hard to stop. He's so straightforward with things, and he's not biased on anything. He'll let you know anything that's on his mind.
Something went wrong in those 5 years, and now he's chilling with Elon Musk while I'm using his name in the title for clickbait.
There's levels to this shit.
Dave Chappelle told the story of being a kid and asking his dad for $3 to go on a field trip, but his dad didn't have it. So he asked his dad, "Are we poor?" And he said, "Son, poor is a mentality that very few people recover from. Son, you're broke." I just finished this book called Outliers that explains why ultra successful people separate from the pack and do extraordinary things. It explains why the Canadian hockey team, for example, has pretty much all players that were born in January, because January is the cutoff date. So when you're a kid, you get to play with the older kids, and that gives you an advantage that stems far enough all the way to the national team. It explains why the Bill Gates, the Michael Jordans, the most successful outliers in the world were lucky, and that their success came from circumstances out of their control. And I completely disagree. He says all the success of the Beatles can be attributed to this one strip club in Hamburg where they were hired to play 7 days a week, 8 hours a night. That strip club is where they became masters of their craft. This was their lucky break. Bullshit. You have to have the drive to play with that goofy ass haircut strumming your guitar in a strip club for 8 hours a day. If you don't have that drive, you're not gonna get shit done. But Mr. Beast showed me that success is linear. Effort plus research equals a lot of fucking money. But working harder is not the same as working smarter. If you're waking up at 6 every day posting that rise and grind Instagram story, that doesn't mean you're successful. When I started working for Mr. Beast, I was blown away at how he was making videos. I was used to people just fucking around filming in public. He was operating his crew like a business. At 19, he had a manager, he had an editor, he had a grunt worker, he had funny people. He designated jobs very specifically like any other business. But for YouTube videos, we would show up at 9 a.m. and leave at 6, and we would spend an equal amount of time brainstorming as we would filming the video. For example, when we were making this Lego car video, he was absolutely sure it was gonna go viral before we even started filming. It took 3 days to assemble these cars. We had to strip down the golf cart, strip down the go-kart, take these drills and attach the Legos one by one in the sun. It was a lot of work. But the whole time he had this image in mind of those Lego cars going down the street in the thumbnail with the Photoshop cop car in the back. The title is I Built a Working Car Using Only Legos. You don't need to watch that video to know that it's viral. I started working for Mr. Beast 2 years ago. It didn't last long because I got caught up with my ego. I was working for a guy that used to be my fan, and this was during a time when I wasn't uploading on YouTube at all. I was in college, I was unhappy, my face was all bloated because I was drinking a 6-pack of American beer every night. Wasn't a good time. But Mr. Beast, in just a few weeks, completely changed my outlook on life. And I honestly can say that I think about what he told me pretty much every single day. And this guy is the same age as me. I think Jimmy had 4 million subscribers at the time, and he would always talk a lot of talk. He said, I'm gonna be number one, I'm gonna be number one. I didn't really believe him, but you can see something in his eye. There was something about this guy. Not to be a dick, he's not the most outstanding personality of all time. He's not extremely funny, he's not incredibly good looking. He's a pretty normal dude. But I saw him change his YouTube channel to match the algorithm. He fit everything he did so that it would go viral. Sellout or not, that's a fucking smart move. He had this working system that when I say it sounds really obvious, but not many people are doing it. If he doesn't like editing, he just hired an editor. If he didn't want to carry stuff, he just hired a guy to do it. whatever he didn't like doing, he just paid someone else to do it so that it was always enjoyable for him. He was running it like a corporation. There were no cracks, there were no leaks, there was no room for error, and it worked. He studied what was trending, he studied viral thumbnails, he was reading the code of the YouTube algorithm. He's like that guy in the poker movie that outsmarts the game and starts counting the cards. Before meeting him, I used to think like you. I used to think that being poor was just circumstantial and that people successful were extremely lucky. For most people in the Western world, specifically America, if you have, where is it? If you got this, you could become rich in 30 days. But obviously, it's not for everybody. Unfortunately, my image has this thing of quality over quantity. Ultimately, I like talking shit more than I like making money. And that's okay. I mean, I've sold out too. I've done ads for things that I don't care about. And that's a perfect segue to tell you that this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I'm just kidding, fuck that game. Basically, the book Outliers describes white privilege before BuzzFeed started saying it. And you could tell it was written in 2008 because now everybody is constantly talking about their disadvantages. Like, I'm an Afro, Latinx, gender queer man. We live in this weird oppression Olympics time where everybody wants to prove how disadvantaged they are. And when I was working for Jimmy, I was the same way. I remember telling him about how my ADHD stops me from editing. I overthink my videos. Sometimes I get too lazy. And he just looks at me and goes, oh, just don't do that. Just pay someone to edit. Just don't be lazy. Make the video, and if it flops, make another one. It's just YouTube. He was right. Fuck, man. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without offending people, but it's just the belief in your class system. If you believe you're poor, that you belong in the projects, most likely you will stay there your whole life. But if you believe that you're broke and that these are temporary circumstances, most likely you will get out of that. I've seen this firsthand. In middle school, one of my closest friends was this kid from the projects. We were roommates for a long time. We lived together. We hung out, did everything. He had a scholarship. I had a scholarship. But he was one of those select students that could make it out if they really put in an effort. And then he got expelled from the school for stealing. He didn't have to steal, but he did. It is what it is. I still am friends with the guy. He was stealing. He got kicked out. He was doing stuff that he was used to seeing in his own neighborhood. Now I hang out with him sometimes and I'll buy, I go to Brooklyn to see him. And when I go to his house, I see the root of that mentality. I saw someone walk in holding all these Amazon packages from, this guy stole a bunch of Amazon packages from other people in the building. It's not like he was stealing from a rich person. These are other people in the building, and they're opening up the boxes. It's like Christmas morning. They're just, oh, hey, look at this. Ooh, new Apple TV, new video game, new shoes. And everybody in the household is part of it. If you don't believe that this is who you are, then you're not gonna be doing petty theft like that, stealing from your neighbors. And afterwards, that guy felt bad. He's sitting down like, man, what if the camera saw me? What if this, what if that? And I felt that his real shame, his real guilt was from knowing that he just stole from his peers. Obviously, this is more complicated than I'm making it out to be. Saying being poor is a mentality is a giant generalization. And the belief comes not just from yourself, but from the government, from other people, from society telling you that you're poor and you belong here. You need to break out of that. You can't believe what other people tell you what you are. And it sounds easy for me to say as a YouTuber, but with the capabilities of smartphones now, you could connect with everybody in the world in a matter of seconds. You could start an online business, you could become an entrepreneur. There's a million things you could do to get rich right now. I'm not doing them. I live in Harlem. I'm not rich, but I'm aware that believing that you'll not get out of it or believing that successful people were just lucky is gonna prevent you from being successful. That was pretty good. That was pretty good, right? I summed that up. All right, that was a difficult sub. I didn't do, all right. I'm gonna conclude this with a little vlog of me and my girlfriend breaking quarantine because I'm done. I'm done staying inside. Stay safe, but I don't think I can do this anymore. All right, thanks. Good day for a drive.
Who is driving?
Damn, look at that view.
Boy, you good boy.
You're doing great.
Ah, come on. I know how to drive, okay?
Do you?
Yes, I do. Boy.
Fuck you, yo. I'm done with this.
Ah!
Fuck! Oh, chill. I dropped my keys. Go, go, go. What up, YouTube? So today I'm just gonna show you my farm. We've been tending to this grass for a couple weeks now. We're excited for the crops to come in.
Ah! Look how cute they are. They're gonna run away. Look, they start running away.
Okay,
Oh,
I
little
want to drive
Bambi.
on them so bad.
No, you're rude.
What up?
Little Bambi. Oh no, they're
No.
going away. Oh, look how cute they are. Oh, you're so nasty. Ew.
What up, man?
You can see his balls.
What's up, dude?
Okay. I don't know you, but I like you. Wait, I can drink. Hold on. Let me take a sip.
That's us.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, well, you can finish your wine first. You want some brie? Let's see if they have baguettes too. Some fromage.
Again, you mentally bullying me.
croque monsieur.
Stop mentally bullying me.
Okay, I'm sorry. And I really just want to quickly say, I was in high school in New Hampshire at this nature school, and every time that there was supposed to be like an outdoor activity like hiking, camping, skiing, all my friends would be like, that's white people shit. That's white people shit. White people shit is fun.
It is.
These cabins are dope. I'm gonna make a sandwich, but I forgot to bring a knife. We're gonna improvise. Kinda. Hey.
What's that? Turn around real quick. Turn. Not like that. Stop doing this.
I like this lens. Whoa! Whoa! No way! No way! It's the same 5. It's them from earlier.
Let's walk. Nah, but slow though, slow. Doucement. They really don't fuck with us.
It's 8:30. I haven't woken up this early since before coronavirus. But we gotta, that's true. I really haven't woken up this early,
Yeah,
but we
sure.
gotta return the car. The rental car, or else it's gonna cost $200 more. Bye, white people shit.
Oh, come on.
Bye. Would you date a porn star?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't either.
I don't think so.
I say that, but then it
Yeah.
might happen. Yeah.
You can't say never. You never know what's gonna happen in the future.
We're open-minded. We're not that toxic.
We're just completely shifting the vibe because the last one he was harassing you.
We respect women.
Let's talk about their feelings.